So the latest from Huntingdon is that two men were arrested, both black, and there's up to 11 people injured, I think. Quite a lot of them are serious, but they're being dealt with as we speak. No deaths reported at the moment. So the question now becomes, why would two men do this? There's literally no reason why. Why didn't they do it yesterday or the day before? They did it today, in this case last night. And they decided to stab people repeatedly. And we still don't know what the motive is. The police officer are investigating. We'll find out more soon. But that's the biggest question. Who put knives into their hands? Why they got knives in the first place? What kind of upbringing do these guys have? Have they got previous convictions? Were they deemed a threat before, maybe? They've got psychological problems, or they're actually following a particular ideology? We don't know. There's a lot of question marks. So a lot of things have been talked about how, the driver did great, but not stopping the train like that when the alarm was pulled. You'll find it's actually normal for the driver's always told to take the train to the next station, then stopping when there's an emergency, because you can't do much help if nobody can actually assist that person at the time. If there's someone collapses or they're dehydrated, so you wait for the next stage to take them off, and you do it from there. So that's not actually, something we should be talking about. That's normal practice, and also how these things are rare on trains to happen. Of course, it's rare. We don't expect to be stabbed on a train. I mean, that's pretty obvious, I guess. Whether it's on the underground or these trains. Now, you couldn't really do this if it's a full-on crowded train. You're not going to be able to stab many people. In fact, you're not going to be able to stab one person, let alone. You haven't got any time to pull out your knife, right? And what the point I make about that is that because these things are rare in London, for example. Let's say on a packed underground, that's not going to happen. In this case, in this area where the train was, there was always a good chance that could happen. But the expectation is that for it not to happen. So police and the government are stuck because they don't act, then they'll be seen as doing nothing about it. Or if they do act, they'll be criticised and saying you're being too harsh. I guess they might try and ban knives being sold from home base or Argos for that matter. That might solve the issue. The fact is, you need stop and search and metal detectors. You should need them because if you've got a bag on if someone's carrying a bag onto the train into a train station, you have no idea what they've got in that bag. So you may need to do that. And of course, at places like Waterloo, for example, where I often go, it's going to cost a lot of money to do it. But of course, if costing money means we're kept safe and it prevents these kind of things from happening, then it's just got to be done. But for the time being, we hold back just a little bit to see what the motive was and why they did it. They're psychotic, of course, why they did it, and we'll take things from there. Take things slowly.